Oh, Jesus! The defense is present.
Stick on my side. Ellipses. You're late, Falcon. Too late.
Your mother was late when she had you.
Bless you, baby.
You, JJ, you look like a total mess. Did you take a morning swim in the Seine or something?
Something like that.
Your Honor, we are all present. We are only 3 minutes over schedule. Let's not needlessly dirty the pure name of justice.
Well, Cocorico's a bag of dicks, but he's a bag of dicks with principles, at least.
Yeah.
Rules are rules, prosecutor. Falcon clearly has no respect for legal procedure. Frankly, for turning up while looking like a drowned rat, I ought to hold him in contempt of court.
I hold contempt for this court.
Your Honor!
You.
But, Your Honor...
Rules are rules. One more word out of either of you, and I shall have you both disbarred.
That's not your call to make.
Ellipses?
Well, bitch-looking ass.
Who said that?
This is some guy in the jury.
Yeah.
Ellipses, you low consummate jackass.
It's a pity. The King of France was most looking forward to standing behind the witness podium.
Damn, activated his trap card.
Double tongue, fuck me. The King of France, he's here.
Do you think he'll sign my trading cards?
If only I had my stabbing pen.
Yeah, I've got my Louis the 16th rookie card here. Oh, okay. Who's gonna be...
Got a rare olive oil, let them eat cake.
Do you want...
We're not doing the trial after all. That's a pity.
Perfect.
Your Majesty, what a surprise. Well, you see...
You know, it's my 7th time testifying against a would-be assassin.
Money.
But it's the first time seeing a trial where the case is ended before it even began.
It gets better the longer it goes on.
Well, the defense, he was late and,
Poppycock. France didn't make a great and dignified kingdom through rigorous punctuality.
Ain't that
We
the
became a
fucking truth?
rigorous and dignified kingdom through hanging people and cutting off their fucking heads.
Oh my god.
Let's go ahead with this trial. It'll be fun. Look, I'll say the oath to get us started. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Oh fuck! Now I have to go back to this.
Yeah, that's the hard part, switching back.
Oh, fuck.
Switching from to GG.
That was perfect, Your Majesty. JJ, I trust you have no objections with the king testifying.
I didn't vote for him.
No one voted. It's a fucking oligarchy.
No objections here. Going ahead with the trial is fine with me.
Your Majesty, eat this really quick. Is that a rapper?
And surely you wouldn't stand in the way of the king, would you, Your Honor?
I'm just glad there's no like camera recording me right now because I'm like a little tipsy and way too animated for what this is.
ellipses. Gah, fine. Proceed with this cursed trial.
Imagine meeting somebody who talked like that in real life.
Are you evil?
No.
Professor, I have a question.
Is it how you can get away with killing me? What the fuck?
Yes, can you bag that in a separate bag? I don't want it to get mashed on my way home.
I don't want you to mash me.
Paper or plastic?
Paper.
Oh, okay. You have any coupons today?
Yes, I do.
Now, Your Majesty, could you tell us your activities on the day of the murder? Oh, our activities? Well, I started at the day with the tea and toast as I normally do. I was dressed in my PJs at the time. Why the fuck? Oh, no, that was morning.
You're too British. You need
Yeah,
more
I'm getting British now. Fuck.
Just say every single time you're about to read any of his lines, and you'll be in character.
You're
There you
getting
go,
more British, as the French monarchy should.
My activities? Well, I started my day with tea and toast, as I normally do. I was dressed in my PJs at the time.
Nailed it.
I love it. Now switch back.
Skip ahead a little, perhaps to your arrival at the Louvre. How is that actually pronounced?
Louvre.
Is it? That's
Yeah.
fucking
Yes.
dumb. The French suck.
Yeah.
Nothing against the
Well,
French, but you
I
guys
mean
kinda
everything
smell
against
bad.
the French. You don't have
Everything
to.
against the
Yeah,
French.
fuck them.
Guys, this is a fantastic moment. It's finally happened. The last Native American has stopped supporting the French.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, of course. Well, my entourage and I entered the Louvre's south entrance around 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
It's so much funnier with the French.
We passed through the Salle du Tibre with little fanfare. No one gives a
Wait.
fuck about kings anymore. The Grand Gallery unveiled a new painting and gave a short speech to inspire the citizens who attended. Although they did not deserve my words.
They probably didn't. They were French.
That's when I was approached by a man claiming to be the Prince of Spain, also known as Spania for you southern types. He presented a rose which was taken by Major Howell, and, well, I think you know the rest. God damn it, switching back.
It's rough.
Indeed we do, your majesty. Ah, it's not quite the same. It's close enough, just send it. Judge. Mesdames and messieurs of the court, what we have here is another testimony that establishes Prince Juan's guilt. And this is no ordinary testimony. It is the testimony of perhaps the most trustworthy man in all of France. Unlikely. Oh, you flatter me, prosecutor. But I am the trustworthiest in all the kingdom, aren't I?
I have no doubts, Your Majesty. Nonetheless, I would like to perform a cross-examination.
Damn. Oh, you dare cross-examine the king.
Oh, calm yourself, Judge. I have no qualms with the standard legal procedure.
Something about the phrase "juge" upsets me.
Defense, please proceed. I want to see your best courtroom drama material as you can bring.
All right, let's select a statement to question.
We entered through the Louvre south entrance through 9 o'clock. We passed through the Sally of Tybalt with little fanfare. In the Grand Gallery, I unveiled the new painting and gave a short speech. That's when I was approached by a man claiming to be the Prince of Spain. I want to say he's Prince of Spain, because then we can start talking about... Because we're not necessarily calling into question any of these so much as we are putting the topic in that sphere.
I guess the question needs to be, because, like, I locked onto the Prince of Spain, but too, the question needs to be, do we think we gain any latitude by outing him as not the Prince of Spain? Because it's very obvious that he said it, like, he communicated that he was the Prince of Spain.
We're not calling him a liar. What we're doing is moving the conversation there to ask him questions about that. So we can ask him questions about the Prince of Spain and about the event. And so, in my head, what I'm thinking is we ask about the Prince of Spain, we get more details on that aspect of it, and we're like, oh, he got pricked and he dropped dead immediately. Ah, about that poison.
Oh, you know what?
I like
Oh,
it.
wait.
Like
The Kingfisher said that he saw the swan there. So, did the king see her there? Because that will be definitive proof that Juan was not approached there.
We outed him that he didn't see the fox there, but he said he did see the swan there. So we can ask.
If we can pin it on the swan and she's not around, that gets our client off.
And that's
so
all we're here
I
to
say
do.
solid du Tibre.
Man, we're terrible people, but we are great lawyers. No, I think south entrance. Ah.
Rick said Salad de Tibre.
Your Majesty, you say that you passed through the Salé de Tibre successfully, or uneventfully.
Indeed, we stopped briefly to look at the paintings, and then moved on to the Grand Gallery.
What did you see in the Grand Tibre? Or in the Salé de Tibre?
You're mixing up your locations.
Could you elaborate? What did you see in the Salé de Tibre?
What did I see? Well, Roman stuff, mostly.
I meant aside from the Roman artifacts. For example, did you talk to someone in the room who wasn't a member of your entourage?
You're reaching, JJ. The king already testified that he had passed through without encountering anything of interest.
What, we can't fucking ask him a question?
I want the king to elaborate.
Never agree with the prosecution. Fuck you. No.
I have reason to believe that this was a key moment on the day of the murder. I want the king to elaborate on exactly who and what he saw.
Then I suppose you will have to proceed, Your Majesty. Oh, alright, let me think. So, there was a giant doorstep, and there was that copper urn thing. Did not quite understand it. But, you know, it was there. Modern art is kind of shit. Oh, there was something else, now that you ask. I was offered a box of chocolates by some peasant mademoiselle.
She was trying to kill the king?
Don't have much of a sweet tooth, but Major Howe was keen to accept a chocolate or two on my behalf.
So, the question is, was this an effort to try to kill the king? Or that ended up killing Major Howe? Or was Major Howe the target?
And they knew that the king didn't have a sweet tooth?
And they knew that Major Howe did.
Oh, and then we even have evidence that she fucking fled the country.
But neither of the tickets are for her.
But
it's her last name, though. It is her last name, though.
Yeah. What? I don't really know how to... Did I say something startling, prosecutor? No. Please continue, Your Majesty. Fuck, I just... switching back and forth is so hard.
it is fucking, isn't it? Welcome to the party, pal.
Can't relate.
I think the prosecution is startled because he just came to the realization that I was not spouting drivel in the previous trial session.
Well, that's debatable.
Is it, though?
To cut a long story short, Your Majesty, the mademoiselle may hold some relevance to the case at hand. Could you describe her?
Really? She's relevant? Well, let me think. She was small, maybe a bird. Not important. She was a peasant.
She looked like she wanted to kill me, but that's all women.
I didn't get a good look at her face, but she was a sorry-looking swan. A peasant, perhaps. Probably in her late teens or late 20s.
A young, sorry-looking swan, you say? I don't suppose her name was... Mademoiselle Signet.
And yeah, it was. That sounds familiar. Yes, I think that was it. She was called Mademoiselle Signet.
I see. This is undoubtedly significant. Mademoiselle Signet gave chocolates to Major Howell minutes before he died.
Just 1 minute. I see what you are alluding to, JJ. You are suggesting that the gifted chocolates killed the Major. But that line of reasoning holds no weight because the evidence is circumstantial.
Dabs and checkmate.
Yeah.
Circumstantial, my tail butthole. The king just testified that the Major Howell ate chocolates.
Yes, that much is no longer in dispute. However, you still have not proved that the chocolates were poisoned. Without that, we must assume that the swan was merely offering a gift rather than speculating that she is a murderer.
Yes. Shame on you, defense. Implicating a poor, innocent girl like that. Absolutely disgusting. Why I ought to end this trial.
Hold on. I do have evidence that the chocolate was, in fact, poisoned.
I don't believe you, JJ. If you had a piece of evidence that significant, you'd have slammed it down already. You're not one to be bashful.
I have here the death certificate of my friend, John Spatterson. It says here he choked to death on a piece of chocolate wrapper. Uh-oh. Oh wait, shit, I didn't get to read that line.
Oh. It's fine, we'll keep that line. That line's good enough.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've noticed, I've done that a couple times where it's just like, you know what you read is, there's no reason to reread the actual line.
Why am I not surprised? Oh, the drama was just getting good. Why did you all suddenly go so quiet? Well, Your Majesty, it appears that Vince has had a realization of his own. That is, that he lacks the evidence to support his theory.
Cocorico keeps trying to fucking control what we're doing when we're fucking cross-examining, and I hate him.
He's a prosecutor.
Yeah, but it's just like, he's supposed to stay...
Yeah, but he's not even cute.
Asking a question. Yeah. Who would pay for a prosecutor like that?
He's a prosa-ugly-tour.
Yeah.
Since you cannot continue with this argument, I believe this cross-examination has come to an end.
Fuck you.
Objection! I'm not done yet!
There it is. There's the Phoenix Wright reference. Finally, I was waiting for one.
I'm not done yet! Let me present my evidence. See, I had the chocolate wrapper back in my office, and Spouderson ate it.
Okay, this might have been the bad choice.
Stop, JJ. Just fucking stop. While you still have even the slightest shred of any sort of dignity left.
Joke's on you!
The results of whatever crackpot pseudoscientific experiment you performed do not, will not, never will constitute valid evidence.
It counts as conjecture, which is a type of evidence. Checkmate, ya douche.
Look, I'm just playing the character, alright?
It's circumstantial evidence.
You're like, quit yelling at me.
Goddamn evidence.
You're playing it very well, Nick, and I'm proud of you.
I think this trial is over, Your Honor.
Objection?
Yeah, exactly.
About bloody time you may take your leave, your majesty.
Oh, very well. I am pleased that justice system has been brought thoroughly served. Until the next assassination attempt. Adieu, messieurs.
I will now deliberate with the jury.
Objection!
Hey!
Objection.
For once, it was actually there. I swear to God, if it's the fucking rabbit.
Oh, sweet. Sorry.
Objection! He runs in the room, falls over dead, seizing on the ground.
I've always wanted to say that, but I never made it past first year of lawyer school.
Spatterson, are you okay?
No, this is my ghost.
Yeah, I was about to say, no, I'm astral projecting.
The doctor said I have an iron stomach. Most of the poison passed straight through me. Speaking of which, I would like to testify on the poison chocolate issue. I even got a doctor's note. See?
Oh, it just says I can be excused from court. Shit.
It just says here that you want to sleep with your dad and you've been prescribed cocaine. What?
It's too late. The trial is over. I've won, you see.
You cannot be serious, Your Honor. The contents of that note could turn this entire trial on its head. You must allow it.
Why are you constantly arguing with me? Like seriously, I thought the job of a public prosecutor was to assist the judges. Like, you're on my side, I'm evil, be evil.
I have told you time and time again, Your Honor, my job isn't to get a guilty verdict, it is to ensure that justice is served!
I swear you are the worst prosecutor in all of France.
You're the worst fucking judge in all of France!
Go ahead, Spatterson. Read the contents of the note for the court to hear.
Ahem. This patient, Sparrowson, that's me, was submitted to Sepidable Hospital, where he displayed a variety of symptoms. These include profuse sweating, a rapid fever, and severe nausea. The patient was diagnosed with poisoning, probably originating from a plant known as cocaine, aka moonshood, aka wolfsbane.
Monkshood, but good try.
When we questioned the patient, he admitted to having consumed a discarded chocolate wrapper, potentially carrying the poison. Examining the contents of the patient's stomach confirmed this to be true. As a mental health professional, I believe this patient to be clinically... we'll skip that bit. Yada yada yada. Okay, signed Dr. Farley.
Thank you, Spatterson. I don't think I'll even need to question you. Between your note and the king's testimony, every angle of the chocolate wrapper business has been covered.
Awesome. Wait, did you say the king was here?
You can get his autograph later.
Okay. Right. So what happens now? Do I get cross-examined by the prosecution or something?
To be honest, I see little to cross-examine.
Is that a short joke?
Do your damn job, prosecutor. Cross-examine that little annoying liar of a bird. Tear his testimony to shreds.
Hey.
To shreds, I say.
Your Honor, he has a note signed by a medical professional, definitively proving that the chocolate wrapper was from the crime scene. Fucking A. Your Honor, whatever, you got it.
We're moving on.
We could nitpick the details, or delve into the doctor's credentials, but I fear it would be a waste of the court's time. Nobody wants that. Especially you.
So then, what the hell do we do now?
You lose.
Yep.
Nothing, Your Honor. This poison wrapper has introduced an element of doubt into the case. The prosecution must accept that. But is the level of doubt reasonable? Is it significant? I think the members of the jury will agree Jay's evidence is still tenuous at best.
Tenuous?
A step above circumstantial.
I know what tenuous means.
You've proven a link, a not wholly illogical link, but you haven't proved beyond doubt that Major Howell was killed by the chocolate. You are still making far too many assumptions, which, as you all know, makes an ass out of... You get the point. Where is the empiricism that is required by any good court of law? Where are the witnesses who can back up your claims?
Ellipses.
Oh, I brought a witness. Maybe she can help.
Fucking Swan.
Sparrowson, you're a fucking oh my god.
Good god.
You called it.
No.
You. Kind of hot. Damn, you're a baddie.
Sputterson, it's great to see you on your feet, and you have been an enormous asset to the case. But what are you trying to pull off now?
Shut up. Surprise witness! Discovery's not a thing yet, so we can do this.
Yeah.
Surprise witness?
Remember when you mentioned that Cocorico likes calling surprise witnesses? So I thought we'd beat him to it at his own game. I brought the flower girl, so that she can testify about Prince Juan's character.
You're putting me in a
damn
difficult position, Sputterson.
God damn it, Sparrow's
Just moments before you arrived, we, the court, established that Mademoiselle Signet is a possible suspect for the case.
And honestly guilty.
Yeah, for sure.
That can't be right.
Listen, it's okay.
Actually, as
whatever.
we're not Signier's defense, we're Juan's defense.
That's all that matters.
Exactly.
Monsieur Falcone, I would like to testify, if that's alright with you, because men rule this world still.
You want to testify? Are you sure your ovaries are up to it?
He just went forward with it.
My fate.
Prosecutor, do you have any objections to me calling upon Mademoiselle Signet as a witness?
No, none. Bearing in mind, of course, that you are here to defend Prince Juan, not convict Mademoiselle Signet.
Dude, you're fucking all over the place today, Nick. I'm sorry.
I know.
Yeah.
I can't. It's hard.
This is fucked up. I can't believe this has happened to you.
Yeah, it's my job.
Of course.
I have no objections either. Please proceed, Thickness. Speak the oath.
Why is he okay with her now?
If you're looking to get plucked later, I mean...
He's okay with the swan being here. Pourquoi?
The oath?
Yes.
Say that you swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
So help you, Bird Jesus.
Ellipses. I swear, Your Honor, I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
I'll have what she's having.
It's cocaine. That's what she's having.
Okay.
Please state your name and occupation for the court record.
My name is Catherine Marie Signet, and I'm a flower girl.
Mademoiselle Signet, tell the courtroom of your activities on the morning of the 7th of January.
Very well. I saw the king and his entourage to the Leville around 9 o'clock. I followed when they came to a stop the Salon de Bray. I stepped forward and offered the king a chocolate. He refused, but a guard, a big dog by the name of Major Howell, was happy to oblige.
Whoa!
God died because I personally had previously added poison to the chocolates.
So I was like seriously expecting her to be like, yeah, and I just offered him a chocolate, the dog took one, the dog died, and then I was expecting it to tie back and her to be like, well, I heard the chocolate guy, chocolate maker, Toggle Slack, like he hated the king or some shit like that. No, she just laid it out.
Because that's a lie. She's lying right now.
Yeah, she's
lying.
Yeah, because
the judge.
Yeah.
But I expected her to try to like cover her own skin by saying like, "Oh, all I did was hand off the chocolates. I had nothing to do with what they were. I just got them."
Yeah, the judge has something on her that has her scared that she's willing to take the fall for attempted regicide rather than out him.
Which is ironic because Romulus killed Romulus to become the king of Rome.
I used poison derived from monkshood, a notoriously dangerous plant. As a flower seller, it was quite simple to acquire.
Why did you do it, mademoiselle?
Why? Ellipses? Monsieur, people have tried to kill the king before, and people will try again. It's just human nature. He is a vile man who has no respect or love for the people who suffer under him. I did it to better the French people. Which, I mean, I think they should start with showers and maybe shaving, but, you know.
Apostrophe.
I don't believe that at all.
Yeah, showers wouldn't help the French people. They'd still be French.
Falcon, say something.
Mademoiselle, are you being coerced or threatened? Speak freely.
She looks up at the judge, looks back. No.
No. And then she starts blinking very quickly.
No, you're not being threatened, or no, you won't speak freely. No.
No, monsieur. I confess out of my own volition. It is my guilt, and nobody else's. Except for maybe the judge, but, you know, we can't say that yet.
Honk.
Ellipses.
Oh, rabble.
Oh, I have a seal for some reason.
Well, defense, it looks like you wormed a confession out of this murderous pute. And by pute, I mean cutie. Hit me up, girl. I suppose that gets your client, Prince Juan, completely off the hook. Lucky you. So, shall we wrap this court session up and let me get away with it?
No! I haven't finished my examination. Not yet. I have further questions for the witness, Your Honor.
Further questions? To what end? You've already proved your client's innocence.
I wish to uncover the truth.
That's not the goal of the legal system. No.
Not interested.
I know, right? He goes, yeah, exactly. Not interested. Bang.
You aren't here to uncover the truth. You're here to defend Prince Juan, and you've done that job with a disgusting level of diligence.
Isn't diligence good?
Can't we both win?
Yeah. Nonetheless, I believe that Mademoiselle has omitted something of huge importance. I wish to question her further.
Something of huge importance?
I won't allow it.
Fine. Can I at least show something to the witness?
Zip.
Zip. You and the prosecutor are a right pair of moralizing blowhards, aren't you? You're doing my head in. Fine. If it will shut you up, I will let you show one magical mystery item to the witness.
Yay!
I can't imagine you'll have anything up your sleeve to change the flow of this trial, though.
That's where you're wrong, fucko.
Monsieur Falcon, save it. I have nothing more to say.
Is it a big?
I have plenty.
Please take a look at these, mademoiselle.
Train ticket stubs.
Look at the names.
Ellipses. Papa and Maman.
Okay.
Are they really safe?
They are. The tickets were arranged courtesy of the fox.
Then, that means the wolf has nothing to hold over me. I speak freely.
Go ahead, mademoiselle.
What are you two muttering about down there?
I'm amending my testimony, Your Honor. Members of the court, everything I've said today has been the truth. However, although I did go to the Verle on the 7th of January, I did present a box of poisoned chocolates to the king. Except it was not of my volition. I was threatened. I was forced, I was coerced to carry out the task under the threat of harm. You see, my family has been struggling to get by. The winter has been harsh. My flower business has been struggling. You see, it's very difficult to grow flowers in the fucking winter. Who would have thought? One day, a man approached me. A man I assumed to be kind-hearted. This man offered me 200 francs to get us out of the cold.
For context, the last trial we had, which, you know, was paid for by a wealthy man, the lawyer fee to help him get away with murder was only like 40 francs. Yeah, it was 45 francs. So, to give context to how much 200 is.
But I could not afford to repay the debt. When I attempted to bargain with the man, he offered me a deal. Assist him with murder, and he would drop all debts. Refuse, and he would ruin me and my parents. I obliged because the alternative meant death for those I love. The name of the man who did this, dun dun dun, is Judge Romulus.
Ellipses. What a creative story. This is obviously our last-minute desperate attempt at passing the buck. The sheer laziness of this girl to accuse a man she's never met before. She's blatantly floundering.
Indeed, I've heard dozens of these self-pitying yarns during my time as a prosecutor. Although, admittedly, this is the first time I've seen a witness directly accuse a judge. Quite a brazen gambit. But, in any case, these sorts of stories never turn out to be true. They're always proven to be fabrications born of desperation. I've never been more honest, monsieur. Listen, Mademoiselle Signier, I would like to believe your story because this judge is a fucking dick. But accusing a man, a judge no less, of conspiring to murder the king is a hugely serious accusation. Do you have any proof to support your story? You say the judge lent you money, then you both must have signed a contract when you made the transaction. That contract would suffice as proof. The contracts were all verbal. He said the money was a gift. At first, and only later said I had to repay him. He's basically a pimp.
Basically.
How convenient. Of course this supposed contract doesn't exist. The Mademoiselle has no proof because her story is a blatant lie.
Falcon, you have to do something. Do we have anything to link Judge Romulus to Mademoiselle?
A link?
No,
Of course! Members of the court, I know for certain that the Mademoiselle's story is true. I can say, with certainty, that Judge Romulus has made contact with Mademoiselle Signier in the past. I know this because at this very moment, I am holding a key piece of evidence that links Judge Romulus directly to the crime scene.
The receipt.
I think you should take a look at this evidence.
Me? You don't trust it in the judge's hands?
What is that? Come on, let me look. Come on. What does that piece of paper say?
It says you a bitch.
Yeah.
This is a receipt for a box of chocolates from Lander Hagerslach Chocolate Emporium on the 6th of January. Made out to none other, to a man named Romulus.
He signed his own name on a receipt for poisoned chocolates. It's amazing.
The writing upon the receipt is clear. A man named Romulus bought the chocolates on the day before the murder. These chocolates happen to have been of the same brand and flavor as the ones that were used in the royal assassination attempt. By itself, this evidence would not be definitive. It would only suggest that the judge has something of a sweet tooth.
Sweet teeth.
But taken in conjunction with the Mademoiselle's updated testimony...
Ellipses, that would imply that the judge was directly involved in the assassination attempt.
Really sloppy. He could have just given her the money to go do that.
Judge Romulus, do you have anything to say to this?